Hello, everyone. I am Scarlett, and welcome to Souls Through Soul. So, this is my first video, at least that I'm posting. I hope I posted. Today is December 21st, and right now it is 12:01 Eastern Time. And I wanted to take this time to do a little introduction of myself, and hopefully, afterwards, we may get a message. Some of you who have been following me on Facebook at Scarlet Channel, I have posted three videos. I'm sorry, two messages, not videos, two messages already. And it's been quite interesting. I'll tell you a little bit about myself and my journey and what has gotten me here at this point so far. So earlier this year, I was really meditating. I'm not a great big meditator, but I told myself at the ending of 2024 that I was going to take more time to be more aligned with myself and meditate more. And so this particular time in ending of February, I want to say March, but probably ending of February, I was just meditating in my bed. It was a Sunday. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I don't know, like a different voice came out, and I was quiet, but it was like I just felt the urge to say something, and when I did, a nice like another voice came out or whatever, like an accent or something, and I was like, "Whoa!" I said, and then right away I said, "Did I just channel?" Never thought about it or anything. So what I knew about channeling was way back in 2010 was when I considered that I had evolved from religion and stepped away from Christianity because I felt like there was a lot of answers that were left. Um, a lot of questions that I had that were left unanswered at that time, or the answers that I received were not very satisfying. So I started to read, and then I got into like the law of attraction, Esther Hicks, and that was the first time I've seen a channel for the most part. And I remember saying, "I want to do that." It was just very flippant, like I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to do that." Okay. So what, 10, 20, 15 years later, here I am. Wow. But anyway, so that was just the start. So anyway, so back in March, it came through whatever. Then I just started to write, and messages was coming through. At that point, it was just talking about my purpose, my soul's purpose. And I'll get into that in another video. It was mainly just talk about my soul's purpose, what I was here at this time to do, why I had awakened, let's say, at this time. And from there, I started to go online and trying to find others like me. And I found some people from where I am. But then I started watching a lot of YouTube videos to really get a more of an understanding. I'll say, and I'm still learning. I am still learning. Every day, it's almost every day. I'll say it's like a new experience or a new awakening or a new remembrance. I'll say. So it's an interesting journey, and like I said, maybe in subsequent videos I'll get more into it. But the purpose of Souls Through Soul is to provide and to offer messages, channeled messages from higher consciousness, from star families. I channel star families. Um, I have began to channel ancient civilizations like Atlantis. And I know this may sound kind of weird, especially to people who know me, and trust me, it was weird for me. But you know what? I don't care. It is what it is, right? I know what I know. So anyway, so I channel. I also do light language. I do maybe about like 10 to 11 different have light language transmissions from the different star families, Pleiades, Arcturian, Andromeda, Andromedan. Orion, Arterian, uh, um, is more. I have to get I have to get my book, but I do channel. But my main Sirius liver. Um, but my main ones are Arcturian. That's the main ones, and Andromedans. They're the ones who I receive. I see. The messages that I have written so far on Facebook. They have come from the Andromedan council. So a lot of times when I channel them or when I have the light language from them, I always get a message afterwards. It's not. I guess it's a translation of what I just said, or it's like a message. Um, so that's where so far the messages have come from. Now, when I do the other light languages, I sometimes I get a translation, sometimes I do not. So if light language comes through, I'll just let it flow. If a message comes after it or a translation comes after it, then by all means I will relay it. But most of the times for light language, it's a frequency and it goes right into your heart center. And you'll feel it in your heart center or your solar plexus, but it'll resonate with you because it is a frequency. So it's hard to say a translation because it bypasses the logical mind and goes straight to the source, meaning your heart center. So that's mainly what it is. But like I said, sometimes I do get a translation. And so because I'm doing this for others and going to post this, perhaps, maybe I'll get a translation. But that's if the light language comes through. I allow myself to be used. I surrender myself. So whatever messages come through, then they come through. So again, this is my first video, everyone. So thank you. And I know, I really wasn't going to post, but I was cleaning up my house. Um, and then I came in my room here and I said, well, let me set some things up. And so yes, this is my head rag, and I do have my pajamas on. So I am as real as I am going to be. So sometimes, I'll come in and I'll be dressed or I may look like this. And who knows when as I become more known, I'll say, I don't know, I'll have some clothes on. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm just gonna this is me. This is me. So alrighty, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna see. Well, we're not gonna see. What we're gonna do. As always, before any transmission, although I've already done this, I am going to set the intention. Um, and then from there, after I set the intention, I'll just take about a couple of breaths and just see what comes through, everyone. Alrighty, so just you're gonna stay with me. Um, we'll talk about it afterwards. So leave some comments because I will post this on Facebook and YouTube. I'm still setting everything up. I'm still setting everything up. So forgive me that this looks elementary because it is for right now. But hey, I could look probably at the end of next year and go back to this time. I'm like, man, look how oh my gosh, right? And I will do a video on that. Okay, so let me set the intention. Whether I do it in my head or out loud. And when we set the attention, what I'm doing is basically protecting myself and protecting my energy, protecting my space around me. And so what I do is I just visualize um, a white light, a white bubble that encapsulates me from my head to my toes. I ground myself within Mother Earth. I am rooted, I am grounded, I am safe, and I am secure. This space is protected. I am protected. I have my spirit animals with me, elementals, fairies, my guides, my star families, galactic beings, all for higher consciousness and for my highest good. All those energies that do not serve me, You are not allowed in this space and you are removed and you are not welcomed. I receive messages from my higher self, from higher consciousness. Welcome, welcome everyone to this space. We are glad to be connecting with you, and we are glad to share messages of love and light and peace. For that is how we come in love, light, and peace. We are the Andromedan Council of Collective Consciousness, and we are here to offer messages. These messages may be uplifting to some, to some, they may be not so much uplifting, but what they will be is always the truth and coming from and spoken with love. And so, with that, what we would like to say in this message at this time is to always to prepare yourself for your best. Always be ready. On your terms and on your planet, you have known that it is said to not to get ready, be ready. For you do not know when any opportunity will present itself for you. But you not may not know that when the time may come for you to receive what it is you have been desiring, will you be ready? Will you be ready? Will you have to get ready? Will you say, hold on, I'll be right back? For that is not readiness. At this time, this is the time to prepare. This is the time to be as if you are. The time is not for when it actually comes. The time is now for that when it does come, you are already in alignment for whatever it is you have desired, or whatever it is you have been seeking. You are already ready. You are already in alignment. It is just coming to you at that particular moment. It is becoming a physical reality of all that you have dreamt of all that you have desired. It is here. It is here with you now. But you may not be on the same frequency as it is. 'Cause everything that we have is already in existence. You are standing here, and your desire, the fulfillment of your desire is maybe a few steps, but that's not in alignment. It already exists, but you are over here and it is over there. So how do you get from here to there? It's all a matter of how you feel. Your feelings are your emotions. Your feelings are the guides to what it is you desire. It's not your eyes. Your eyes can be deceived. And it is not your mind. For your mind is looking for something that is logical, something that it can hold tangible, something that it can make sense of. And if it does not see it, then it doesn't exist. But that is not how it is operated in this reality, or in this reality that you are on. That's how it works there. But where we are, we see the whole picture. And within that whole picture, we see what it is that you desire. We see it. Now, our eyes are not your eyes in the sense of placement and look, but from where we are, there is no beginning, middle, or end. Everything is all at once. And so once you change your feelings, once you are operating in the knowing, not the hoping, not the trusting, but the knowing that what you have desired is already here. Once you operate in that, your frequency will raise, your alignment will shift, and now you are a match. And now you can go forward in that desire, no matter what it is, a job, a mate, money, finances, health. You have to be it, then you'll see it. In your physical world, you'll say, I have to see it to believe it. But that is not how it is operated from our perspective, from our level. You be it, and then you see it. But that is what we want you to take away at this time, at this moment. As this year on your earth comes to a close, reflect. Now, sometimes we do not want you to reflect because for you, that is the past. In this time space reality, that is the past. And what good is that going to serve you? Because it has already happened. But we want you to reflect and look back and think of all the, let's say, missed opportunities because you were not ready. You have asked for these things, you have desired these things, but when they came, were you ready? Did you know that this opportunity was here? Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't because it did not come as you thought it was going to come. So therefore, you thought that it never came. So sometimes we have to be open, just open to receive. As many of you who are in this space of remembrance and awakening, you do not worry about the how. You just have to know that it is happening and that it has happened. And you just have to be in alignment with that. So with that, we say as you enter into the new year, be ready. Be ready. Be open and know. Be ready. Be open and know. And with that, we say thank you. Thank you for allowing us this time to speak with you and to be a part of you. Okay. I hope that that touches someone out there. Um, I remember one of the messages that I had received, and it may have been earlier today. I can't remember, but it was about the just being. Because we look at our circumstances, look at our bank accounts, we just look at things and we'll say, oh, how am I going to ever get out of this into this, which is where I want to be? Well, you just have to know that you will. Know that you are. Don't let your eyes deceive you. And it takes a minute to kind of have that register because you're looking at things with your eyes and your brain and your mind is interpreting it. But that's not the reality. Look beyond the reality. Look beyond this 3D tangible. Look beyond that. Look above that. And what do you see? Connect to your higher self. Get in touch with that version of you. Because the version of you that you want to be, it already exists. It's already here. It's not something that's out there. It's here. Make the decision to be that person. Be the person that you want to be. Now, I know that sounds simple, sounds easy, easier said than done. Been there, done that, and still doing it. But sometimes you just have to get rid of all of that chatter, all of that noise, all of that, those patterns that we have been accustomed to all of our lives, the things that we have been told, that has to go because that no longer serves you. Not at this moment, maybe back then, but at this moment, as you move forward, that has no purpose right now. I'm not that person anymore. So those thoughts, they don't resonate with me anymore. I have new. I have new ones. I have new ideas, a new perspective on what life is and what I want my life to be. So I am going to close now. Like I said, I will post um regularly as I allow myself the time to do this. Um and it's just a matter of doing it. Is everybody has the same 24 hours on this side. So it's just a matter of doing it. And I'm still new, so I'm still, have some reservations. Like, am I gonna post this video? If you see it, you see it, right? Um, so but like I said, right, this is my first one. And we'll just see how it goes. So hopefully you will come back, um, and just come back, leave a comment. Um, yeah, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts on what you have heard. And I will see you soon. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.